Hello everybody and welcome. Nice to see you. Hope you're all well. In the last session we installed the Influx database version 2 onto my Raspberry Pi. I don't know if I said in the last session you can install the database onto any platform you like. You can install it on a Windows 11 machine, a Mac. All you need is the IP address. All right, and we can communicate with that base. Now what we're going to do today is we are going to learn how to pass the data from a sensor through the ESP32 to the Influx database. Right now, just to remind you, it's the same let me have a look. Where are we? It's the same circuit as before. You can leave the LED in if you want. All right. So same circuit, the BME280 to our ESP32. And what we're trying to achieve is to build a dashboard, because we can build a dashboard in the Influx database. And so we're going to be passing the data and we're going to be displaying the data like so. All right, this is how we can build a dashboard and show the information we require. All right, and as you can see, humidity, pressure, temperature. I'll just put these in, playing with it. I say it took a couple of days really to learn this. But there's two things we need to do before we start coding within the InfluxDB, and there's this arrow, as you can see on the right, got lots of different icons. But if you go to the arrow that was pointing up, you click on there, come down and go to buckets. Now a bucket is a named location where we store our time series data, right? And we need to create a bucket. As you can see, I've already created my ESP32 bucket. You can create as many of these buckets as you like, right? And if we look over to the right hand side, we can create a bucket, right? We now need to give the bucket a name. So I'm going to call mine ESP32A. Right, and then create. And as you can see, the bucket is there. Remember the name of this bucket. All right, I suggest you do the same as me and call it ESP32. I am going to delete that bucket. Okay. You can create, delete as many as you like. Now, we've created the bucket. So next thing we need to do is we need what's called an API token. All right. So if you look, the same up arrow, come across API tokens. As you can see, I've already created my ESP32 token. So if we go to the right hand side here, generate API token, and we want an all access API token. Again, name it ESP32. I suggest that's what you name yours. I'm going to give mine an A because I don't want to duplicate, and you click save. Excuse me. Now, when you click save, you will see your created API token. It says you successfully created an API token. You need to copy this, right, and store it somewhere safe. Store it somewhere safe. Copy it to clipboard. All right, because once I click on this down arrow, this X, I'm not going to be able to see that API token again. So make sure you copy it to a safe place, because we are going to be needing that API token when we do our sketch. All right, and then you click the cross, and there you can see the token. I'm going to delete that token, okay, because all I need is the ESP32 token. Rightio, rightio. So let's go over to Arduino. All right. And now we need to install a library. We need to install a library. So go to our library manager, click on it, and in the search bar, put InfluxDB. All right. Now you will see ESP8266 InfluxDB. This also works with the ESP32, this library. And here you will have install, so you install it. Rightio. Once it's installed, we're ready to start coding. Okay, first thing we need to do is our libraries. Okay, so what we'll do, hang on, what's going on here? Right. Yep, first thing we need to do is include our libraries. So hashtag include. All right, let's say, excuse me, Arduino .h greater than. Okay, Arduino hashtag include less than, and it's a wire .h greater than, enter. Hashtag include and it's the Adafruit sensor. Yeah. Underscore sensor, capital S, on the sensor. .h greater than, and hashtag include Adafruit underscore. Now it depends on what sensor you're using. You could be using the 680, but I'm using the BME280. All right, .h and greater than. All right, so that's our libraries. Now we need to tell what sensor we are, what board we're using. So hashtag if defined, brackets on, ESP32. The ESP32 is capitals. I'm outside the brackets, enter. Remember, there's no semicolon after if. Okay, if defined. Tab. Right, that tab is important. Hashtag include space less than, and it's Wi-Fi bumpy text multi .h greater than, enter. All right, Wi-Fi multi. That Wi-Fi there is a small I. All right, it's a small I. Okay, and then it's Wi-Fi bumpy text again, multi space, and then it's Wi-Fi all small case multi. Okay, then it's a semicolon. Okay, enter. Then define hashtag define device all capitals. Okay, space. Okay, quotes ESP32. Come outside the ESP32, enter. enter, backspace. Now this is if you're using the ESP8266. Okay, so it's else if defined. Okay, brackets on, ESP capitals 8266. Come outside the brackets, enter, tab, include, hashtag include, defined, no, it's not, take that defined out, I'm on the wrong line, and it's less than ESP 8266 Wi-Fi bumpy text multi dot H greater than, right, and it's enter. And again, it's ESP 8266. Okay, Wi-Fi multi bumpy text, capital M on the multi, space Wi-Fi small case multi, capital M on the multi. All right, and that's a semicolon, enter. Right, then it's hashtag define device, all capitals, space quotes ESP capitals 8266. Right, come outside the quote, enter, and then it's define hashtag, define. All right, and then it's Wi-Fi, all capitals, underscore, auth, AUTH, underscore, open, space, ENC, underscore, type, underscore, none. All right, enter, backspace, hashtag, end if. Right, let's come down a bit and then we'll enter that. All right. So next thing is hashtag include less than, space, less than, influx, right, capital D, small b, client, capital C, dot H, and that's greater than. All right, enter, hashtag include, space, less than, influx again, a capital I on the influx, capital D, small b, database, cloud, dot H, greater than. Right, let's come down a bit. Now, what we need to do is set up our Wi-Fi. We've done this before. So it's hashtag define space Wi-Fi, all capitals, underscore SSID space, quotes, and we need our SSID. Mine is TP-link underscore. All right. I'm outside the quotes. Now remember, it's your Wi-Fi ID. All right. Next, we need to define. All right. Space Wi-Fi capitals underscore password. All right. Space quotes. And what's my password? All right. I'm outside the quotes. So that's your password. Now, enter. Enter. Hashtag. Define. Space. Now you need your InfluxDB URL. So all capitals, InfluxDB underscore URL. All right. Space. This is where you need quotes. You need your IP address. All right. You need your IP address. So it's http:// right? Mine is 8.0.208. That's the IP address of my Raspberry Pi. Then we want colons. All right. And what it is, we need 8086, I believe. All right, I believe it's 8086. Okay. And come outside the quotes. All right, it's 8086. Enter. Now this is where hashtag define. Okay. InfluxDB, all capitals, underscore token. Space. Quotes. This is where you need your token. So hopefully you saved it somewhere safe. Here's my token. So copy your token. All right. I'm going to Control-C that. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to right-click. Paste. There's my token. All right. Now remember when you set up your hashtag define. What's wrong there? Hashtag defined. Why has that not changed color? Influx. Right, as now. Underscore. Org. Okay. And then replace it with your organization name that you put. Remember when we, in the last session, when we created our user on the Influx database, and mine was home. Right outside the brackets, quotes, enter. And now, come down a bit, define hashtag base and influx DB underscore bucket. All right. Quotes. Mine was named ESP32. Come outside the quotes, enter. I'm going to come down a bit. Right. Now what we need to do is set a time zone. We need to set a time zone. Now, there's different time zones you can use. The one that works for me, you can set your home time zone, like Central Europe, so define Central Europe. But I'm going to, or Eastern Time, Pacific Time, Pacific Time, okay? But I'm going to use hashtag define space TZ underscore info space quotes wet O is that 0 west, okay, comma M capital 3 dot 5 dot 0 / 1 comma M10 capital M on the 10 dot 5 dot 0. Come outside the quotes. All right. Now we need to put our Influx client instance. All right, with the pre-configuration. All right. So it's influx, capital L on the influx, capital DB, and then capital C client. Okay, space client, all small case, brackets on. Okay, so now it's all capitals, influx DB underscore URL, comma, space, influx DB underscore org, comma, space, influx DB underscore bucket. Right. Comma, space, influx DB underscore token, comma, space, influx. Actually, this next part, hang on, let me take that, capital I, N, this is all small case, influx, capital D, small b, capital C, for cloud, 2. Then it's CAC capitals, ERT. Okay, ERT, CAC, ERT. Come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. All right. Now what we need to do is set a data point. Right. So it's point capital sensor all small case, capital R on the readings. Okay, brackets on, quotes, measurements. Right, come outside the quotes, come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. And now we have to set up I2C. So it's capital Adafruit underscore BME280. Now, if you're using a 680, is it? Or if you're using a different sensor, you need to put the appropriate sensor in here. Space BME semicolon. Oop, semicolon. Enter. Right. Are we up there a bit? So it's a float. Right. Space, temperature. Semicolons. Float. Space, humidity. Right. Semicolon, enter. Float. Space, pressure. Semicolons, enter. So that's our floats. All right. And now we need to initialize our BME280. So we need a void. Init, initialize, capitals BME. Right. Brackets on, brackets off, come outside the brackets, space, curly brackets on, enter. If, space, brackets on, quote, BME, small case, dot, begin, brackets on, 0 times 7/6. Come outside the brackets, come outside the brackets, space, remember no semicolon after an if, curly brackets, enter. Serial dot print line. All right, so we do serial dot print line, brackets on, quotes. All right, then it's could not find a valid BME 280 sensor, comma, check wiring. All right. So what that's saying, if we can't start the BME 280, all right, there's an issue, then check the wiring. All right. I've had a couple where hasn't recognised the BME and it was the wiring. Right, 9 times out of 10 it was the wiring. There was one occasion when the sensor was faulty. Enter. And we want a while. Space. Brackets on, 1. Come outside the brackets. Semicolon. Come outside the brackets, come outside the brackets. We're now on to our void setup. Right, what we'll do, we're about halfway through the code. So what I thought we'd do, we'll quickly verify it. Right, let's verify it. Make sure we've got no issues while we verify it. See if we get any issues. So just a reminder, if you haven't got your equipment that you require, please check out the links below. You might get some good deals there. I am waiting for my Raspberry Pi 5 to arrive. Once I've got that, I'll give you a quick look at that. What I'm going to have to do is transfer everything off my 4 onto my 5. I don't want to go through all the videos, installing all the libraries. There must be a way for me to clone everything onto that. I do use an SSD drive. Oh, what we got wrong here? And compilation influx was not declared in this scope. Let's come back. There's something I've forgotten. InfluxDB. Okay. Let's make sure that's where we're wrong. Yeah, I forgot to put the DB. Okay. Right, let's try again. Yeah, as I was saying, I've ordered the Raspberry Pi 5. Don't know when it's going to get here, but I'll give you a quick look at that. Transfer everything from my my Raspberry Pi 4 over. So I'm hoping that's not too much of a pain to do. Okay, let's wait for it to compile. We've got no issues. Checking my semicolons, etc. Right, again. Let me just check that. Right. Influx DB client. Influx DB client. Mbit. Influx DB cloud. I've got to put a 2 in there. CA cert. Try again. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry about this, but we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I think I actually, when I was typing it out, I did say cloud 2CA cert. I'm sure I did. Sure I did. Anyway. So, just waiting for it to compile. To check, verify everything. So in the next session, what we'll do, we'll complete the sketch and we'll build the dashboard. Okay, we'll build the dashboard. As if we haven't got any more issues. To compile. So when we're moving on, we're getting more and more complicated. So the Internet of Things, that's what most people are looking at today. And That's why I want to move on with it. Your kids and grandkids will be doing this at school. And hopefully you can sit down with your kids on these videos and resolve any of their issues. But there you go. There you go. We've done the compiling of the first half. All right. So we'll carry on from the void setup in our next video. I say, thanks for watching. All right. Give us a thumbs up and please subscribe. All right. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.